Just for the record, she's driving.
From the car.
From the car. So
Okay.
still unpacking, y'all. We ain't even had time to go live like we supposed to at 4 o'clock. So we en route somewhere. God darn it. People don't realize when you get older and out of shape, it takes time to do stuff.
Those are the key words. Older
and out of shape. There's some people that's older, but they in shape.
Yeah.
So we had another little story of while we was moving in. We had the poop story in the new home. We had the poop story where we said Lenore tracked dog poop in the old apartment.
Yeah.
And then this one
after the carpet was clean.
After the carpet was clean. Okay. This one last night, she was using my mother's walker and sitting on it.
We sit on it like a chair. Like we're doing when we're doing things.
Because we're still trying to unpack stuff.
Yeah.
And she decided she wanted to prune her plants that she had put in the window.
It had grown so crazy, and we just kind of let it go until we moved.
Right. So she was cutting off the plant and stuff, and going back and forth, and so I was watching her, and then I went in the kitchen, and I heard something go boom. And I looked over, and the girl then fell on the floor. It wasn't that big of a boom. It was a huge boom. How'd you fall?
You know, when you get ready to sit on like a wheelchair or a walker, there's wheels.
You're supposed to put your hands on it.
Part of my butt caught the seat, and it just went back. It rolled back.
You're supposed to put your hands on the things. They tell old people to do that.
I had something in my hands. I probably should have locked it.
Yeah.
Lock it where it won't move.
Now you know how old people fall all the time.
Yeah.
They get away from them.
Yep.
And she fell, and I was like, "You need help getting up."
Oh God. She said old and out of shape. When you fall on the ground floor, any kind of fall.
I dread falling.
Oh my God, I needed help getting up.
And I'm the type of person, if I bend over, what else do I need to do while I'm down there?
Right.
Like, do I need to get some? I'll stay down and walk over to whatever I need to go to. And what else do I need to do while I'm down here?
Crawl.
Because once I get up, it's over.
Thank God I was near one of the chairs. I crawled, and then my one arm was going to lift myself, but I couldn't do that by myself. So
and then I had to help her.
Need some help? Yeah.
I said, we are too old. So we still getting there. We getting there. We unpacked the living room. That's done.
Yep.
Thank God. One room. So now the dining room. We're going to finish that tonight.
One room and one down and more to go.
Dining room and then the kitchen. We still got to do that. And then the bedroom. Every room, really. Every room.
Every room.
And the garage.
Which is a big storage place for us now, which is good.
And then we found out the people who lived there before at the attic, they left everything up in the attic. I think they forgot about it.
Because we don't climb stairs to get up in that little area above your garage.
We had a handyman go up there, and when he looked, I said, is it a lot of stuff up there? He said, it's a lot of stuff.
Camping stuff.
I said, they left their whole house upstairs.
I know. They must have totally forgot about it. Aside from the freezer, they left us in the garage.
So we got to go through that.
Yeah.
Take all that. We got to hire somebody to come take all that out.
Yep.
So we still got a little ways to go, but we getting closer.
That's like phase 2 of the garage.
Yeah. So what's going on in the news?
Well, it's MLK Day.
Today is Martin Luther King. Y'all saw from the title. Everybody didn't like Martin Luther King.
Yes.
And you saw today, we was watching Waukegan Township had a virtual MLK program. And Pastor Meeks, who, if you're from Chicago,
did a recording from what he spoke to the Waukegan community.
If you're from Chicago, you know who Pastor Meeks is.
Yeah, he's retired now. Salem Baptist Church in Chicago.
And he spoke, and he was talking about if Martin Luther King tweeted.
If he tweeted today,
what would Martin Luther King, he was using terminology the kids know today.
Yes.
What would Martin Luther King tweet?
We know Trump and all of them tweets.
So what was some of the stuff he said that he would tweet?
What I remember, he said he would tweet about.
My arm getting tired, y'all. So
he would tweet about as far as the number of men incarcerated, the number of black men incarcerated in jail, in prison. Just how we're all handling that. It's like more and more numbers are going from high school right to prison.
Right. They take them right out of high school.
Reform is not.
No.
You know,
they go to jail.
Necessary.
They go to jail and learn more about the crime than they did before they went in.
And then when they get out, they're not helped. They're not helped to be reformed and get back to society.
So they go right back in.
Do you think Martin Luther King would not tweet about
what would he tweet if he was alive today?
Another thing Pastor Meeks said he would tweet about is education and how it's still not. Said he mentioned himself when he was in school. It was black kids, white kids, Hispanic. he mentioned all of the Martin Luther King schools in the different urban cities.
Meeks did.
99% black in all these schools.
And all the MLK drives is black.
Yes.
If you go any city, if you say you going on MLK Drive, you know you going in the ghetto.
You in the urban part.
Right.
Urban part of the city. So and then just understanding that we all know that MLK was about equality. Right. You know, he wanted everybody to have the same equal opportunity. Right. Playing field. So another thing he said, if he tweeted, he would tweet about the what was it? The churches. Yeah. He did a tweet. He said a comment about the white churches.
Being segregated, I guess.
Christian churches knowing and understanding inequality. Right. Understanding when you're not being treated right. Right. Because of as a believer. Right. Of all people, Christians should understand that. Right. And white Christians, their churches are not talking about it as much. Right. They're not utilizing the pulpit to try to make changes and to speak to what's going on in our communities with brown people of color, and just equality.
They don't talk enough about what's going on now.
They speak what MLK says, but no one follows up to actually put to work to do what MLK says.
And then what else?
And then he talked about the black churches. Remember back in the day when Martin Luther King, he utilizes them churches.
The people, it's only 5 people and 3 bed bugs in churches now.
And they don't do anything. They only do things to fill their own pockets or their own private agendas, personal agendas.
And they don't like each other. Some of them don't. I don't like that pastor, so we don't talk to him.
And then how the church mothers and people used to get out in the streets. They prayed. They put their hands to the plow. In the community.
If you got 8 churches in a community and the gangs is running the community over, something's wrong with your church.
Yes, and you're not making a difference in the community that your churches are in. Right. So he talked about he would
probably tweet about that.
What else did he say? He said education.
The youth. Maybe the youth.
Well, no, it was something. The churches. Voting.
Oh yeah.
Come on, somebody.
You talk to some young people, they don't vote.
I had a person I talked to, a young kid. I asked, you gonna vote?
Nope.
Nah. My vote don't even count. I don't even think my vote matters. Oh my goodness. Do you not know that was one of the main things that MLK stood for? Was our opportunity to vote.
I think a lot of people think voting is just the president of the United States.
Yes.
When you vote on a local level too.
Thank you.
So you vote for things you vote for judges.
Yes.
The judges that a lot of these guys standing in front of, and they keep talking, oh, he racist or she racist or she. You vote. Who voted for him?
Yes, you put the judges.
You put them there.
Yes.
So I agree.
Aldermen, your mayors.
Yep.
Senators,
the water district person,
yes,
the pet guy, the guy who picks up the animals.
Vote counts. Yeah, your vote counts.
And referendums and things like that they have on there. It's more than just voting for the president or something.
Yes.
So that was good. So he would probably tweet about that.
And then he started out with his sermon, and not so much a sermon, but his talk. He said, y'all realize we recognize him today. We celebrate him. Ooh,
everybody didn't like Martin Luther King.
He said he wasn't liked by everybody.
When he was around, they didn't like Martin Luther King. See how people rewrite history. Yeah. Now he the best thing since sliced bread.
Thank you.
But when he was alive, a lot of black people didn't like him because they felt he was too soft.
Yes.
And a lot of white people didn't like him because they felt he was too radical and you doing too much. Yep. So now it's like everybody loves Martin Luther King.
Everybody loves him.
And I believe too, I think I told my sister, some people probably thought he was arrogant or something, or so you probably had some haters.
The flaws, or
then you had
they were jealous.
The Abernathys, and then you probably had the guys who felt like he was cheating on his wife or something, and was like, I'm not listening to him. He don't practice what he preached. It was like he was not liked when he was alive.
Exactly. So he said, sometime when if you're a trailblazer, you may not be liked.
Yeah, everybody ain't gonna like you.
You're gonna cause some stir. But don't think if you're not in the order of what your destiny is to do whatever you're doing.
Right, keep going.
You're about your business. You're about the business of God.
Right.
So when he said that, I was like, yeah, you're right. A lot of people did. They was scared.
Who was the one that said
the FBI didn't like him?
Oh, they was on him.
Oh, help us, Lord.
That's why I'm laughing at now. It's like the Trumpsters are like, don't trust the FBI, all this other stuff. Now all of a sudden they after the FBI.
Yes.
They wasn't saying nothing all them years when they was had files on everybody.
Coming at Malcolm X, coming at Malcolm.
What was the one? Was he the one that said about bootstraps, or was that somebody else who said the bootstraps?
They showed a clipping in this event that went on today. A
Martin Luther
very
King.
small footage of Martin Luther King saying that.
Everybody keeps saying, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Yeah, go on and
I had to pull myself up by my own bootstraps. He said, I agree with that, but can we have some bootstraps? Can we have some boots?
He said there are people who don't have boots.
Obama has said that too.
Yeah.
He said, I don't mind saying pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, but can we have some straps?
Right.
That's all we asking for.
And then there was another gentleman that spoke as well, Thurston the second, Pastor Thurston. One of the things we walked away with him is we always wait for someone else
to do it.
Oh, someone else is going to do that. Or if something is going on in the community, or if there's a movement or something,
somebody else will do it.
He said it's time for you to be that somebody.
If you notice it.
Thank you.
That's like noticing a stain or something on the floor and say somebody else gonna pick it up. It's easier for you to just go and pick it up.
Be a part of it. He said now is the time for us to get involved. That was really now is the time.
Okay.
One of
the theme was now is the time.
It was
kinda.
It was part of it
which fits. Leslie Jones was on The View today.
Yes.
And she kind of was saying the same thing about your own life.
Yes.
And she was saying how because they was what's her name had asked her. I heard that you wanted to quit being a comedian, and she said no, that's everybody always say that. She said you could want to quit your job every morning. It's how you get up in the morning and go to it. You get up every morning and
that's
go.
Your passion,
but at night or whatever you thinking, dang, I wish I could quit this, but she said she said it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. You determine your own happiness. That's it. You determine. You can see people doing the worst jobs in the world and be smiling. They determine their own happiness.
And they may be, and not necessarily that may not be their career.
But they thinking this is for a season.
This is a season. Maybe I'm on the side gig. I'm going back to school.
I'm
doing another job that I love doing. She was a comedian and she still worked.
And she was tired,
She was tired because she probably got doors slammed in her face.
And SNL had said no to her that time. And she said she was in a hotel getting ready to go on the road. I mean, on the stage. And she just sat and went, why am I doing this? And she had to pick herself up.
Looking at Whoopi. Whoopi said, been there, done
that. And she was again, she said it does sound cliche, but it's the truth. You determine your own happiness. Like you always say, don't allow whatever.
Don't complain about what you're permitting.
What you permit.
We would always hear people, they're unhappy.
If you with somebody that make you unhappy, or you unhappy,
you're complaining about it, but you could do things to get to not be a part of it, or to get out of it, or walk away from it, or whatever you need to do.
Yep. So I thought that was good, and she said it doesn't matter how old you are, you can start now.
Yes.
People think, oh, I'm too old to start this career, or oh, I'm too old to do this, and she's like, you still alive, ain't you?
You're breathing.
If you're not if you could be 99 years old and go to college,
thank you.
You're still alive. Until you dead, it's never too late.
Exactly.
Never too late.
So I'm hoping that a lot of the nuggets that were thrown our way, and I hope you guys got some nuggets today. One of the things the ministers did say, don't let this just be another MLK celebration day.
Right, make it different. I thought of, because it's an MLK, the guy we went into Ace Hardware, and he was jive talking, and you said, wow, every time,
pet peeve of mine,
that's her pet peeve. She said, why is every time if you a black person and you come around some white people, they got a jive talking, they think,
like, what's up, hey
girlfriend,
I'm like Big Joe, and I'm looking at him. The first time
they think they feel like they like I don't know, no, like they connecting with you.
I don't. And how do you know I connect that way?
Some black people don't talk like that.
Thank you. And I don't want to talk like that with you, my white-eyed soul brother.
But that happened twice to us recently.
Yes.
Because we moved more in a white neighborhood.
And we came back to, I think we...
Jive talking.
We came back to the area where this gentleman was, and he was talking again,
Oh, you said something the second time?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't with you.
I said...
What did you say?
What did I say? I said, my soul, blue-eyed soul brother, Oh, what did I say?
I wasn't with you the second time.
You was. We was going to get your knobs. We ran into him again to get the knobs.
Oh, okay,
He
okay.
said, yeah, you'll find it over there. You know that man don't talk like that to other people. That's not our color.
I thought that was funny. And then the other guy was saying that we was talking about getting cable service, and he said they have BET. And we was like, how you know we watch BET?
I didn't watch BET. I watched TV One. I wanted to say, Kim, we should use our humor.
Yeah, we got to start.
This is when I used my humor one time, because Kim is trying to, hopefully I'm learning from her to be quick with a humor. Because people kind of, if you make them laugh at themselves, they'll go, oh, yeah,
right.
I was ignorant. One of my co-workers, when I was back in my other job, now middle age, we expect somebody in their 90s to say the word colored.
Right.
My
he was
grandmother
young.
still said colored.
Yeah, my
What's
grandmother
that
said
man
colored.
on there doing?
And Negro, she say that Negro, black. She don't say black.
She says Negro and colored.
Yeah, she said
now,
colored.
This young man, my coworker, he was my age at 30s.
Yeah.
I don't think you in the 30s says colored.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about dating out of our race. And he said, I dated a colored girl. And I looked at him and I said, what color was she?
And he was like...
Everybody in the room laughed. It was like one of the little meeting
That's
rooms.
funny.
And I said, was she purple?
What color was
blue?
she?
And he turned red.
Yeah.
He said, I'm sorry. She was an African-American girl. I just looked at him and I said, you know better.
What
said,
color
you are
was
my
she?
age and you saying colored.
That's funny. So, yes, I hope everybody had a good Martin Luther King Day. Here we go. Martin Luther King Day again. Every year, same thing.
Some people don't celebrate it at all.
No,
care less.
No. Martin Luther King Day tomorrow is back to normal, I guess, for some people.
We hope that the things that we're reminded of. The man had an anointed voice. I can tell you guys that. When you would hear his voice, he can read out of the.
You know about Martin Luther King?
Yes,
yeah.
He can read out of a phone.
I have a dream.
It was
today.
such an anointed voice that when you hear the voice, you're like, what is he saying?
Right.
What speech is this?
Right.
Okay.
He can say anything.
Be
like
reminded.
What we're gonna do today is we're gonna make some biscuits, and we're gonna go on into the kitchen, and we're gonna pull down the bowl, and we're gonna get the butter out, and we're gonna get the all rising flour, and now you can use regular flour, but all-purpose flour, or you can use self-rising flour. Now with the self-rising flour, you got salt in it already. Now the Lord said he was the salt of the earth. Now when you get the flour, you don't want all-purpose flour. You don't want anybody's flour. You want self-rising flour. Now we got two ingredients. When you come with God's all-purpose flour,
it's all
you got the salt in there. You got baking soda. The baking soda is the Holy Spirit, because He moves inside of you, and it rises you up. Now you don't want to get the regular stale flour. You want to get God's flour. Now you take the white flour and the yellow butter. Now that distinguishes the white people and the Asian people of the world. But you got to have something chocolate in there or brown. See, you want to put some vanilla up in there. He'll do all that stuff.
Yes.
Martin Luther King could make anything sound.
That definitely shows, even when they use the word of God, that when God calls you to do something, you are anointed to do it. And you think about it, God chooses, even when we look at the Bible, Moses and David.
And they said Moses had a stuttering problem.
Yes.
Can you imagine a guy getting up in front of you trying to lead you and he stutters?
Well, he said his brother can speak for him.
But I'm saying, can you imagine when he spoke? Come on, no.
He probably like, I can't tell Pharaoh to
let my people go. Pharaoh was like,
your people go.
Wait a minute. He was like, God. Pharaoh said, God said, let my people go. Pharaoh was probably finishing the sentence for him.
The brother was there to speak for him. He said, my brother's trying to say, that's my people. My brother.
So you Aaron, and I'm Moses.
Okay.
God
said, the great I am, God says. My brother's trying to say
let.
God says let my people. God said, let my people go. Yes. Right. All right, Moses.
So, and I know we're going to get a lot of hate mail because we mess with people that stutter. That's not right. Making fun of people that stutter and people who have disabilities.
Speech impairment.
You might as well make fun of people who can't walk. You might as well make fun of people that's blind.
I'm doing it for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, it's called humor.
But the point is, even he was nervous about being called by God, and God said, no, I'm choosing you, and take your brother with you.
Yes.
Just like he did with Martin Luther King. Martin was like, they don't like me, FBI trying to follow. No.
Still do what you do.
People gonna follow you, and don't worry about it.
And they didn't like him, so.
Where he guides, he provides.
And you said, did Meeks say or something, he would speak Martin Luther King would speak places, it'd be like maybe 50 people in the audience or something?
He talked about the number of people that marched in Chicago.
It wasn't a lot.
It was like 100?
Yeah.
70 or something?
It was. They make you think it's a lot.
It was 700 against him.
Thank you.
Wanting him to get out.
And one of them was, what's his name, that owned the Dallas Cowboys.
Stop. He sure wasn't that crowd going.
That was the school crowd with the lady, the girl trying to get. He probably went to one of those ones that was doing that to Martin Luther King.
Rallies.
But
get out of here, you.
We don't have a picture, so we don't know. But I just thought that was, just bring that up. It's Martin Luther King Day, y'all. We weren't able to do our regular program show. But we'll hopefully tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow.
And I'm hoping that any of you guys that listen to our show will honor the whole mission and vision
of Martin Luther
King, because that's God's vision.
Get up and
think
do something.
about it. If you're used from God and by God in the direction from God, that's God speaking through man to tell other men, get with the program.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you, Lord.
Racial equality.
Yes.
Bringing people together, not apart.
Yes.
And just making sure that we just be good.
And
what's so hard about being good people?
And Christians, people of God, because I know whatever faith you are, it's not meaning just be good to the people in your faith.
Be good to everybody.
He said your neighbors, everybody, even the people you don't like.
Yeah. Our new neighbor came over yesterday, and she's like, "Excuse me."
She had a British accent.
Yeah, she had a the garbage is coming.
It's not a holiday tomorrow.
Just coming to make sure you put your garbage
things out.
And I said, "Are you an angel or are you our neighbor?" "Oh, I'm your neighbor." "Oh, actually, I could be both." Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
So I thought that was fun. That was nice, having a neighbor.
Knocking at the door.
Yep, making sure we put our garbage out. So that was nice. So, all right. So far, I haven't seen nobody else color, but we'll see if there's anybody else that live in our neighborhood.
What color?
Our color.
Okay.
We'll see.
Sound like my old.
And sometimes when they do, and I hope that don't happen. Sometimes when you do be the only black person, you see another black people, they'll be stuck up or something. Like why is somebody else black move here?
Two of us. Can we kind of get along?
No, because sometimes black people want to be the only one. Like, why they here too?
They get more treated.
Yeah, or no, like they feel like, oh Lord, here comes some more black folks.
I hope she ain't gonna mess the neighborhood.
Or make us look bad or something like. You know how it is. They watch you first, close. It's like at a job. If another black person come, you gonna be like, if you the only black person, it's like 2 or 3 of y'all, and new black person come, y'all gonna be like.
But if you not black,
is she gonna be?
If you not a black person, a person of color, don't try to talk
the jive talking,
the jive or the ebonics.
Jive talking.
I feel you, my sister. What you need? You need a
right.
Yeah. I'm looking at him like
that was funny.
And I talk proper.
Right.
I don't talk.
Speak proper.
I speak proper.
You sound like Mama with that man. We was on vacation.
Oh, you sound.
It was a man. It was a man on the. I don't know where we was on something safari or something. And the man was speaking, and Mama said, "You speak good English." He said, "I should. I'm from England." I thought that was funny.
British.
All right, y'all. That's enough. We done.
Okay.
We did our show for today. That's our show, y'all. Sorry.
Okay.
Hopefully tomorrow we'll be back to regular programming. We redoing design and stuff anyway. That's why I'm not really pushing to do a show every day the way you did before, because I want to kind of revamp it. Remember, I want to bring people in and talk too. So.
But until then, just do what we know.
I really want to get that working, where we know how to bring other people in to talk and stuff, to get other people's views and stuff. I don't know why I keep. Oh, that's Wendy. What's up, Wendy?
Hey, Wendy.
What Wendy say? What you say, Wendy? I must not be able to see. Couldn't get in, but I watched. Oh, thank you. I don't think I can see people's comments anyway on this.
Oh, you can't?
Nah, so it's fine though.
You used to before.
I know, but it's something. I don't know. All right, y'all.
Yeah, just wanted to.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Do a shout out for the MLK.
Don't forget to like, share, and
Memorial.
subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to our new channel, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds. All one word. And always believe.
Always believe.
And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later. Hopefully tomorrow live. We don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully, y'all. Just bear with us, y'all. Bear with us for another week. I promise it'll get back to the way it was. We only got like 20 people watching us now. We was getting up there numbers, and then we got knocked back down because we went off. But we'll see.
Okay.
All right, y'all. See y'all later.
All right.